Hi, good evening, everyone. To say, I am very wonderfully and beautifully made. I don't know who is this inventor. Am I the first or last quantum man before the world goes in that way? And why certain people, knowing and understanding that, want to captivate me, enslave me, and have to have me with them, but not recognizing me or not knowing the who the originators, the godfathers are or were. See, for example, I'll tell you. See, I'm not here to speak any ill. Everyone has their own talents, their own beauty, their own skills. They don't exhibit. They are trained and developed to do that. Whereas in my case, I'm just a raw activist. People think the masters, the present masters think that I have to develop, I have to speak, I have to say, I have to do in originality. No one should be teach me, no one should tell me, train me. Yes. Wouldn't I have become a director? Well, I want to have be and like to be a producer, not only in making films, but also in building lives of masses. If I am a quantum man made out of it, I feel I want to develop states and nations and the country. Not just few in tens or hundreds, but in millions. That's why I said in crores, the mass of the people, I want to see them developed. For this, for this purpose, I have not went to the line of any church ministries. For this purpose, I have not gone to any lines of charity purpose. The purpose is clear. I want this nation to be developed on par with Western countries. And the only thing this way is through the technologies. We have to bring a change in technologies. These present technologies will not do. They have the masters and the key with them. And they have the people to rule over with these technologies. That's why and they change the technology. So that with a different change in technology, different leadership will arise who will know the need for a change in the face of the people and the nation will change. That's why I was hurrying about changing technologies and underlying technologies that is hidden and not been shown to the people or to the leaders of the nation or leaders of the people. Not only in the state of Tamil Nadu or Kerala, but all of India and Asia as well. And if Western people has the ear, let them hear. Somehow, by fluke or luck, the world has got into what artificial intelligence is. People got up from the scrap and redeveloped it. Then they come to know about the quantum. They did not have a good name for it. I have to keep it. Sorry. I don't want to take chances, just like mobile or other technologies. The second now is the world of quantum. You have to get into it. That thing has to come down to earth to the people and use in their daily lives. Here I have a doubt. Before this light bulb, the world was of the fan age. In ancient times or in ancient decades when kings and queens were ruling in our country, they used to have fans made of clothes, I think. Then somehow motor came and fan went invented. Okay. So that was the fan age, and people want to develop the fan age, and motors, generators all came out. And to me, they were given, you know what? Light bulb. First was fan. I think, I don't know if it is first or second or third. Go. Then they came, after fan came light. So this bulb was always in my heart. It opened possibilities of many things. The ultraviolet came out of it, electromagnetic came out of it, electromagnetic waves came out of it. So from bulb light bulbs, lot of things came. That's why it comes from my mouth, quantum. Mobiles, quantum. And you have even particles, even electrons can be divided. Those particles are there. So particle quantums will be coming. I don't know after that what is going to come. After this, I want to have the world to know this and develop things out of this. Fuel-less, electricity-less devices world, wireless world, without copper wire, aluminum wire, remote, Bluetooth. So, and so the purpose of talking here is about this eyes. I don't know where this is locked up. Is this locked to a supercomputer or a quantum computer, where it imagines people in the remote view looks at it, where it dreams people at the remote view sees at it, and if they want to convey something, they pass the quantum light to straight to the retina and I see. I say this because once I was sitting and an address just ran to my eyes, very clear address. So I understood how beautiful technology was. Anyone would believe the work of God, the work of angels. But when some other thing was established, it is the work of man. Great minds that worked and that had guts and faith and trust in giving this to an Indian, to India. The foreigners, the Western people, the Eastern people, everyone who invented something had love for India, LOVE for the country, and they gave this here. They found the appropriate person and handed it over. Probably you would have used, you would have misused. Probably I would have suffered, I would have bared. As a human, I am not an angel, nor small God. So this eye is locked in a very particular and beautiful way, but I don't want that to be misused. This eye is something. If it is misused, the whole person will be collapsed. Today, if one or tens of people can be locked their eyes into some remote or supercomputers or quantum computers backed by artificial, dangerous natural intelligence, tomorrow lakhs and lakhs of people's eyes can be locked and can be tuned to what it is programmed and how it is programmed. So first the eyes, they have to leave it free. Stop meddling with my eyes, my retinas, my pupils, my eyeballs, my white and black matter, the grey matter, my veins and the nerves of the eyes. Why do you want to play it sitting somewhere else, playing it as a remote control object? Everything will be disturbed and collapse. My whole balance will be gone. The only thing, the memory is hold over there. And the second is, don't use the eyes to cut off the memory. Short-term memory. Very dangerous. As I light the gas, someone fires a quantum particle. The short-term memory awaits. I am lost. I forgot if I kept the milk in the stove and the stove is switched on. Memory, collapsing the memory, the short-term memory. Today the medical term and doctors, they have this profession. They may say you have this one, that problem, short-term memory problem, that problem. Leave it. You have your education, go away, take your patients and take care of it. But me and in my circle, I will be understanding what it is done, why it is done, how it is done. Because it's not for the profits alone. It's for the people who have a heart for the humanity and for mankind. I am not someone to have a partiality, especially when such things has been busted out and something has been entrusted to me. But okay, if not in one way, only the main goal will be achieved. In whatever way, I am given the responsibility to bear it. So that's with the eyes and memory. The eyes could hear too. Okay. Then is the ears. Why do you want to speak to my ears? The external ears. The God has already given an ear to hear the beautiful nature sound, and you are intruding it with ultraviolet, infrared, quantum energies, flickering like tube lights. Everyone will think who can think and understand some basic electronics and mechanical things. We are not goosebumps. We are not, if not too much intellectual, we are just people have common sense. The adversaries and people who are responsible should understand it. We are just humans. What did they gain by it? Did they make me what they want to be? They could never. They will not. Because they will know, they have lately come to know, I am to a master, a childhood master. Because in my childhood I have made lot of curiosities, not inventions. Okay, people who are watching that, remember, people who are watching those child and children's, they reinvented, they made up. I applaud them, praise them, I greet them, I welcome them. I am nothing in front of them. Great men who could bring the child's dream into reality, into big missions, into unseen missions, into magical things. But people have also taken the magics into the healthcare, into the human body, mimicking disease and sickness. Without teaching, without giving clues, no one can understand nor speak about all these things. Even without having a direct connection with the origin or secondary origin, people will understand it. Although they may not feel it, they may feel it, but they will not have an interconnectivity between what they feel and what they know. But I have an interconnectivity between what I know and what I feel. That's why I speak it. Don't misuse my ears. If you want to speak it, come outside and speak to me and talk to me, whoever. But whoever they want, if in authority or in official, they can give them their talk with the consent. That's not up to me. And third is my tongue, my throat. Why do you want to misuse it? Why do you want to reverberate or re-record what I speak into my own mouth, into my own thought, and edit it with your words or with the words of artificial intelligence in any vernacular languages, in any languages, not only in English, but also in Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, whatever maybe, Russian or German, Spanish, Hungarian, Australian, Austrian, Norwegian, Africanese, Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, Arabs, Spanish. See, all these things we all understand. Everyone understands certain things. After a certain limit, people want try to understand. They are fed up. I am fed up too. And why do you want to use this? Use me beyond a limit. People are very intelligent, if not highly intelligent. Every country has their own set of intelligence, and some may be abnormal, and some may be below normal. So the only difference is before knowing and after knowing. without acknowledging, after acknowledging, before experiencing, after experiencing, before researching, after researching, before coming to a conclusion, after coming to a conclusion, before giving a submission and after giving a submission to the secondary origin or the authority. So please leave my head alone. You are tracking. Good. For what for? Am I assigned for something? Have you given me any mission work? I'm not going to talk about weaponizing militaristic technologies, not commercial either. But as a human being, how dare don't you know what should be and when, where should be used and why? Is it the fun to stick to my life and play football with it? You know where my heart is? You know where my liver is? Where my bladder is? Where my anus is? Where my backbone and tail is? Very clearly they also know. And why do you want to disturb it? Leave me alone. Can't you make me, could you make me younger? Could you make me good, perfect, taller? You can, it's possible with the technology you have. But you won't with me. Because you have been behaving in such a way with me. Because when I want not to be with you people, you will all naturally go against me. But for once you have given me to show to the world and show with a laughing face and show and to remit restitutions for what wrongs you have done, you will naturally do and show me up as a good person. You are doing good to me, and through me you are doing good to others. But that goodness is very false and is not truth. That's what is happening. Showing me as a very good, as your ambassador, but doing with me in private life, destroying myself. That's why I asked for a 1 trillion compensation in rupees. Thanks, it's not in US dollars. Of course, you can do it and give it. If you have the guts, you can give 1 trillion in US dollars as a compensation for doing this to me for 20 plus years, known years, it's face to face and mind to mind. And there are years which have been without acknowledging. People were reading me, but I don't know how it is happening. I would say it's coincidence. Like a lot of people are knowing now, understanding, it's a coincidence for them. They have not come to this level. Nor am I willing to go to the other level. I am not going to be an astronaut. I am not going to be a spacewalker. For them, they may need it. Or to have some highly complicated surgeries, they may need it. At the other end. So such a technologies have to be used for common people. They should come to hospital as quantum technologies. Robots are there, robotics are there. Robotic machines are able to do medical works such as operations, dangerous operations. You can pluck and throw away multiple organs and do it with it. So you have that. I have seen, people have taught me, bringing the robotics machines to the hospitals. They have come to that much. Please come to this much also using the quantum, although the designs and the technology is only in some stage and secretive stage because it's not fully developed, it's not fully oriented. So before this lifetime, I want to make sure the quantum technologies, the unseen forces will be in hospitals too, for healing, for betterment. It's not only for, I say it's for disease and other things, but for genetic upgradation or physical upgradation. Not everywhere we need to be hungry to have the food. We can have snacks. When you have for leisure time, fun time. So I won't say that in future all the diseases will be gripped by humans. What if a war breaks down? Do you have any possibilities of healing it? The quantum technologies can make it possible. Can bring cryogenics into the hospital. People can be healed. People who are born with 100%, 80%, 70%, they can be healed fully. fully using the quantum technologies. That's possible. Accidental death, not pre-planned deaths. I tell you that. Don't do any pre-planning, no pre-designing, so that people will be hurt. No, don't do it. If it is happened naturally, there are many ways where natural deaths and natural accidents occur. Bring those people into such quantum technologies, they can be healed. So please don't misuse this on people. If they can't afford it, if they can't suffer it, like me, what you're doing to me, don't want to be a victim, but I'm speaking it for the welfare of everyone. I don't want to be a model to reach out to those who can bring a change and bring a new innovation into this. Please stop this to me lawfully. Bring it lawfully and bring it neatly. And for this purpose, I have committed for 20 plus years to burst this out and what is hidden underneath our country for the suffering of our leaders who have been martyred in various different ways and causes. We won't know how the pain has struck them and their families and their visions, missions, and the economy, the disaster they are brought into. So we have to clear all these things until we become a fully good people, good oriented people, better people. So on behalf of everyone, every good person, good minded, who want to change in this setup, please make sure the adversaries who are using this, make it a better quantum technology. Thank you.